All right, let's go across now to our second newsmaker this evening, the man behind that Twitter handle that's got global attention, Shoaib Athar. In other words, at Really Virtual. Well, thank you so much, Shoaib, for talking to us. I remember one of your funny last tweets where you said, perhaps tired of the world's attention, now let me sleep. I didn't kill Osama bin Laden. Are you overwhelmed by the world's attention?
Yeah, I did need to sleep because when the event occurred, it was actually my working time. I sleep in the morning, but by the time, by 8 o'clock, I was overwhelmed with all the phone calls and emails, so I decided to stay awake for a little longer. But I ended up staying awake till late in the evening. So I did need to sleep, and I do need to sleep in the next few hours as well.
Okay, now, of course, your tweets pieced together that story is the first thing that gave the world a sense of what was happening in Abbottabad when you started writing about the choppers hovering over the skies of your house. Take us through that night, rewind for all of us what you remember from that night and how you were microblogging about it.
I think the exact time was a couple of minutes before 1 a.m. And I heard the chopper, which was pretty unusual for Abbottabad because Abbottabad is a small town without an airport, and choppers usually come to drop shipments or some stuff, but they don't normally stay in the air for so long. So when I heard the chopper for about 8 or 9 minutes, staying in the same place or circling around in a very small area, so then I tweeted about it that it was getting irritating because I was working. I usually work at night, so I tweeted about it, and then after a while I heard a big explosion, and the rest I think you already know.
At what point, Shoaib, did you sense that this was not just a regular Pakistan military operation, that this was something extraordinary? I remember one of your tweets so puzzled that you even referred to what was happening as a UFO. I think that's probably when one of the choppers went down. But at what precise moment did you know that something very strange and very big was happening?
Yeah, after the explosion, my first thought was that it was a bomb explosion because it sounded like a bomb explosion. So that is what I tweeted about, but after a while I talked to a couple of locals from Abbottabad, and they had relatives living in the area. They contacted them, and we came to know that it was actually a helicopter crash. But there were two theories at that time. Some people were saying that it was shot down, some were saying it was a technical fault. So the picture was pretty hazy. So I tried to get as much information as possible, and then I went offline for a while. So when I logged back in after a few hours, I heard that Osama was dead, and the news was all over. And people were saying that there will soon be an announcement, and there was talk about Abbottabad. So that is the point where the links met.
I have to ask you, both America and Pakistan have denied that Pakistan was informed about this operation beforehand, but you were right there on the ground. You saw your city being plunged into darkness, there was a power cut and so on. What do you believe? Do you believe that there was any local involvement of Pakistani security agencies, or do you buy what America and Pakistan are officially saying?
I haven't really reached a conclusion. It could have been a standalone operation, or it could have been a coordinated operation, but we did lose the power. So if the power was cut down for the operation, then it is obviously definitely a coordinated effort. If the power was a general everyday failure, then it could go either way. So I haven't really reached a conclusion yet.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.